today we have ourselves a video from Hungary7, aka Gary. This one is pronounced, I'm going to try it in Hungarian before I try the English version. Veszélyben, Yugioh, kártyák. Or translated into English is Yugioh really in trouble? I believe that's because Gary told me the translation when he was talking to me. He requested that I check out this video that he made, and of course I agreed, and then when he told me what it was talking about, I have some opinions about what's been going on recently in Yu-Gi-Oh! Yugituber stuff, but we'll get to that when we get to it. Let's find out if Yu-Gi-Oh! Is really in danger. Anywho, let's begin.
Sziasztok! Geri vagyok. Múlt héten számos külföldi YouTuber
Turn the volume up a little bit.
hogy megint felültek.
Oh, they certainly have!
A téma viszont, amiről most szó volt, az valóban elég aggasztó.
Doomposting, Doomposting, Doomposting!
Kötelességemnek érzem, hogy én is foglalkozzak ezzel. Szerintem mindenképpen mindannyiótoknak érdekes lesz végighallgatni a mondani valómat, tekintve, hogy tudjátok, hogy mekkora Yu-Gi-Oh! Gyűjtőnek számítok.
Now this is an opinion I've seen for a lot, the whole Yu-Gi-Oh! Is dying stuff. Let me tell you something. F clickbait. Every time I see it. Coincidentally, it's also one of their more higher viewed videos of recently. The concept is Yu-Gi-Oh! Dying. Let me tell you one thing. Yu-Gi-Oh! Has been dying since the day it was created. Just like all of us are. Technically speaking, is Yu-Gi-Oh! Dying? Yes! So are all of us. The moment anything is created, it is always at risk of dying. Yu-Gi-Oh! Died with Synchros, Yu-Gi-Oh! Died with Xyz, Yu-Gi-Oh! Died with Links, Yu-Gi-Oh! Died with Pendulums, Yu-Gi-Oh!'s dead right now. I gotta tell you, for a dead game, it is, and yet it's still in the top 3 trading card games of all time, this is a form of dead I can get down with. Or you're the greatest zombie of all time.
Szóval, az elsődleges probléma az, hogy fennáll a lehetősége annak, hogy a fizikai, kézzel fogható Yu-Gi-Oh! Kártyák megszűnnek.
No, they're not. I've seen in this one just like, people aren't buying physical cards anymore from Walmart and Target. Yeah, who opens packs anymore? Let's be real. Back in like 2007 or 2011, yeah, sure there are people buying packs. Nowadays, we just buy the things off Amazon or Troll and Toad. Why go gambling through a bunch of packs to maybe get the card you want when you can just go online and get the card in like a week, maybe? We don't live in those times anymore. Granted, this could cause things to change. Maybe we'll be more like Edo Pro or Neuron or something like that. I don't know. But an unfortunate fact of life is times are changing. I don't agree with all the changes. Physical media is forever. But yeah, we can't really base things off old models when there are going to be new models soon. Anywho.
Nyilván ez alapvetően egy nagyon felelőtlen, erőteljes kifejezés lenne, de most van néhány kellemetlen jelenség, ami igazolhatja ezt az aggodalmat. Az első ilyen például az, hogy az online Yu-Gi-Oh! Felületek kezdik kiszólni.
I mean, yeah, more people are playing Edo Pro and stuff like that rather than physical. I mean, people do play physical, absolutely, but yeah. Yeah, and why buy a really expensive card when you can just put it on Edo Pro for free? Or Master Duel for cheaper.
Tökéletes példa erre a gyengülésre a legutóbb megjelent display. Tényleg srácok, nagyon fontos, hogy ezeket a programokat a játék kiegészítőjeként kellene használni.
Yeah, exactly. They're not a replacement, they're just an alternative.
Kellene funkcionáljanak, nem egy új autóként, értitek? Az Edo Pro például erre tökéletes volt. Nyilván nem érhet rá mindig mindenki fizikailag játszani, és
Absolutely.
Gyakorolni. De a Master Duelnek és a Duel Linksnek alapvetően egy kicsit más játékstílusa van.
Yeah, they're pretty different. I mean, Master Duel is kind of similar enough, but it's the fact you gotta pay for it, where it's like not the same.
Ezt kezdték el, és nekik a rendes fizikai formatok lennének nagyon furcsák.
Not to mention there's some places in the world that just don't have a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players. I mean, Gary's the biggest Hungarian Yu-Gi-Tuber, but that's because there's not a lot of Yu-Gi-Tubers everywhere else in the world. Not to mention not everywhere in the world plays Yu-Gi-Oh! So Edo Pro is their only way to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Duel Links or Master Duel. don't know if I agree with the whole Master Duel as its own system. Then again, with the crafting system, I guess I could... Yeah, actually, now that I think about it a bit more with crafting, then that kind of works. Duel Links still 100% agree, no arguments there.
Mi szerintem a legnagyobb bökkenő ebben a történetben, hogy nem kellene ennyire erősen díjazni és promotálni a Master Duel és Duel Links versenyeket. Mert így aztán tényleg oda fog kifutni a történet, hogy senkinek sem lesz kedve elmenni fizikai.
Yeah, I guess if you're only rewarding the Duel Links and the Master Duel side, why would you go to physical tournaments?
Tekintve ez egy nagyon-nagyon veszélyes állapot, és jó kérdés, hogy a
Then again, you get...
vajon ez tudatos volt-e?
Then again, at the same time, I can't speak from experience because I've never actually gone to one of these tournaments. What do you get for winning like a Duel Links tournament or a Master Duel tournament? Because from my knowledge, Jack, you get nothing. I don't know that for certain, but if you go to a physical tournament, you at least get a card or something like that you can then like sell on eBay because they're not going to give money because of a wish from Kazuki Takahashi. And obviously they're not going to overwrite that wish because then Yu-Gi-Oh! Goes from, you know, a trading card game for fun to a game where you pay to win essentially, or just play so you can go gambling more or less. Just like, I'm going to play this so I can get the multi-million-dollar prize. Now granted, as time has gone on, and a point pointed out by Spidiness 242 or something like that, it in Underground, you're going to make us spend so much money on this freaking card game, and then at the end if we win a tournament we don't even get money back out of it? Why is this BS? Which is a valid point, but the idea from Kazuki made sense back when he was just, let's make a game for fun. I mean, it is supposed to be a game for fun at the end of the day, absolutely, but, well, you know. Anywho, yeah, the weakening of Yu-Gi-Oh! Product. It's funny, because some people will be like, you know what, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is really power creep. There's so much power creep. We have so much power, so much power, so much power. Okay, we're going to weaken the game a little bit to calm down. Oh, God, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is dying, man. I mean, these sets just are not powerful anymore. What the fuck? They complain that Yu-Gi-Oh! Is too powerful, they weaken Yu-Gi-Oh! And now suddenly it's a dead product. Ugh. Don't get me started when they get free products from Konami themselves. I'm not gonna stop.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Termékek gyengülése és a kártyák értékének romlása azonban abszolút nem újdonság. Már nagyon régóta probléma, hogy egy új megjelenő drága kártya nem tudja tartani az értékét.
Yeah, most would just wait for the reprints anyway.
Mint a Dragon Master Mágia vagy ugye a 10,000 Dragon.
Those cards are cool, but God, the prices. Yeah, you mass produce them, then like it's not so special anymore now, is it?
Ezen gyengeségét a Yu-Gi-Oh!-nak a Pokémonnal fogom tudni nektek a legjobban szembesíteni. Ott akár 20-30 különböző kártya is megjelenik egy diszplében, amik drágának számítanak, tartják az árukat.
Yeah, I don't think we're ever gonna get to that level.
Kártya, amik egymagukban annyiba kerülnek, mint a teljes.
You got some cool cards though. I never take that away from Pokemon.
Összességében, hogyha vesztek egy Pokémon diszplét, az sokkal hamarabb fogja visszahozni az árát.
Not to mention it was bigger to collect a bunch of Pokemon cards than Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. I mean, Pokemon's catchphrase is gotta catch them all.
És ez ugye értelemszerűen azzal jár, hogy az első printnek az értéke is zuhan egy hatalmasat.
Yeah, there are a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards that just don't get reprinted for some freaking reason. Like okay, some cards are really expensive early on, so you just wait for the reprint and then the price will go down. What if they don't get reprinted? There are some cards from when the game first started that even still haven't been reprinted yet. I mean, granted, you could say that's because they're normal monsters and no one wants them anymore, but does that mean they shouldn't get reprinted in general? Probably not. I mean, it runs that middle ground where just like, okay, so they're either going to be a penny or like $1 billion from a scalper. Just like, well, it's the only copy you can have, so pay me. You literally do not have an alternative choice. I apologize for that. At least that didn't happen when the video was playing this time. Yeah. Anyway, I'm just gonna let the video play now.
Nyilván az olyan szempontból nagyon előnyös, hogy nem túl pay to win a játék, tehát nem feltétlenül kell mindig a legdrágább kártyákat megvennie az újaknak, és nyilván a reprint...
That's true, you don't want the game to become pay to win, even though some would argue it's already pay to win. That's an adorable little Karibo fellow behind you. Where's that Karibu? You know what I mean. Yeah, Konami's one of the big three.
Több kompetitív játékos ismerősömtől is hallom, hogy ezeknek a nagy Yugis eventeknek a díjazása meglehetősen siralmas. Úgyhogy sajnos versenyszinten sem rózsás a helyzet, maradjunk annyiban.
Yeah, the things aren't so great from that level either. I mean, we got Yugi-tubers who are, and YouTubers, we got people who are quitting the game, or at least quitting tournaments. Don't find fun anymore, it's too expensive, which is fair.
bennük.
How many rarities of cards do we need? How many different types of rarity? Starfoil, Ghost Rare, 100 other things. Every time I turn around, it's like, we have the whole new rarity system. What was wrong with the old rarity system? Like, why do we need all these different kinds of rarities? I know it's because sell money, but it just, sorry, sell product, not sell money. They never sell money. I know it's because money at the end of the day, and it's course corporations are going to go focus on them. This is a great freeze frame. Of course, corporations are going to focus on where the money is, but it's just... how many kinds of rarities can you come up with? They're going to come up with every kind of rarity except red cards. That's the line they won't cross. For some reason. Hey. Yeah, right. Ghost Rare spelled Special Knights. I don't even care what the other rarities are. Pretty much. Wow, the Singularity Dragon. $80. Really? Damn, prices went up. Damn, inflation's a bitch.
Nyilván ez nem a set ciklus legerősebb diszpléje, de ha a régieket nézzük, akkor ugye az említett rendszer miatt még a gyenge diszpléjeknek az értéke is a sokszorosára emelkedett. Úgyhogy egy szónak is 100 a vége, valóban aggasztó a helyzet, de én azért igyekszem derülátó lenni. Mindenképpen ki fogok tartani a Yugioh.
Because I don't have another choice, this is a Yu-Gi-Oh channel.
Ami a szívemhez a legközelebb áll, és amit a legszívesebben gyűjtök és legszívesebben játszok. Természetesen függetlenül attól, hogy ilyen aggasztó dolgok történnek a modern Yu-Gi-Oh-ban, meg sem fordult a fejemben, hogy abba hagyjam ezt a csatornát.
Well, I'm glad to hear that much, Gary, because there are some people who are just like, the game's gone, I have to leave too, and of course there's no problem with that whatsoever, just like, I quit Yu-Gi-Oh, okay, fine, fair enough, I understand. You know, the game is the game, so, you know, no harm, no foul in that one, and we get some stuff. Though interesting, there's a lot of Yuki-tubers who keep talking about how the game's dead, the game's dead, the game's dead, yet they keep putting out Yu-Gi-Oh related stuff. It's quite interesting in that regard, that they keep talking about how dead the game is, yet they keep following this dead game. I mean, it's just that, why would you want to hitch your wagon to a dying horse? I'm just saying, like, maybe diversify the content a little bit, but the diversity of content might not do as well as the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. But if the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff does well, how dead is it?
Old school, vagy éppen egy kicsit újabb Yu-Gi-Oh tartalmakkal, és hogyha a való világban meg is szűnik a Yu-Gi-Oh, itt ebben a kis közösségben mindig megmarad és mindig életben fogjuk tartani. Ha megszűnik a fizikai Yu-Gi-Oh és megesik a szívem rajta...
Oh, even if they stop making the cards physical, they're gonna keep selling them in like Walmart and stuff. That's the hell of a damn good cabinet, my brother.
Hogyha valaki Yu-Gi-Oh-ra vágyik, akkor az itt mindig jó helyen jár. Őszintén kíváncsi vagyok egyébként a véleményetekre az elmondottakkal kapcsolatban, úgyhogy támadjátok meg nyugodtan a komment szekciót, az összeset el fogom olvasni. Köszönöm szépen a megtekintést, sziasztok!
My main thing about all this is like, okay, yes, Gary brought up some very valid points that are a thing, like how the whole physical game is getting kind of expensive in this, and let's be real, the new sets are interesting and all that jazz, but it's not, when was the last time you were hyped for a new set? You can answer that one in the comments, that wasn't rhetorical. I mean, I saw that the Rockets got support recently, that was pretty damn cool, I'm not gonna argue with that one any. But overall, it's just like, when was the last time you went, oh hell yeah, it's X? I mean, granted, that might be like the result of like, I don't know, maybe just because the game hasn't really got a new master or anything like that since 2020. But at the same time, I also don't think it needs a new master or something like that. Because do you want to make this game even more complicated? Yu-Gi-Oh players be like, this game is too complicated, there's too many things you need to understand, we need to simplify it. Okay, we're gonna stop making new summon mechanics and stop making new master rules. Oh god, this game is dying, it's staying in a stalemate. I mean, it's a double-edged sword where it's like, either you stay in the stalemate, you don't evolve, and therefore the game potentially dies, or you constantly evolve, constantly move, no one can catch up, and the game potentially dies. It really is a double-edged sword. Well, I made like 4 rarities of this thing. I honestly did not know that. I thought there was only the one. This is actually kind of cool, but also a great way to get your money. Anyway, you only need 1 anyway, but this kind of like, it reminds me of like shiny Pokemon, I guess. That's kind of neat. Regardless, it's just, yeah, this. I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh! Again has always been in the state where just like, it could die one day. That's certainly gonna happen. I mean, but at the same time, it's like Pokemon could die one day, Magic could die one day, freaking Uno could die one day. I mean, granted, I can't speak from the other TCG standings. Just like maybe Magic the Gathering has a Magic is dying problem. I more than certainly can hear that side, and the Pokemon is dying thing. I've certainly heard that one once or twice. I don't know if that's like all the rage as much as it is in the Yu-Gi-Oh side right now. I imagine not, but I can't speak from that side of the aisle, obviously. I can only glimpse at that side. And, yeah, I guess the thing is just like, what if the game doesn't stay physical and they stop printing cards? Because let's be honest here, this stuff takes a lot of ink and whatnot, and a lot of work and effort to stuff that may not be selling. I mean, that's the whole reason they canceled Animation Chronicles, essentially, because, well, not officially, but they didn't make another set. I think that's a sign of cancellation. Well, he's taking a break for this year, I guess. Also, there's another detail I forgot to mention. The way Konami's been interacting with the community a bit more. Now, I'm not going to rush to Konami and say that they've been only doing good things as of recently. That's not what I'm saying. I mean, they keep printing, like, these Tier 0 cards that just, like, break the game and make it boring as heck, and then the ban list comes out and does, like, absolutely nothing to the cards of the actual problem. But, I'm not rushing to their defense and saying they're this holier-than-thou company or stuff like that, but they're not only, like, sending free stuff to YugiTubers to help promote it, and actually like trying to make some more cards from the show to get more interest from players that like maybe left for a while, just like, hey, I remember GX, I remember that show growing up, maybe I'll try this card game a bit. Oh wait, it's this now, never mind. But Konami does seem to be making an effort to like interact a bit more with the community, like in that regard. And then we just had the YugiTubers being like, hey, I just got this free pack from Konami. Thanks, cum money. It's just, I don't know, there's almost like a level of disrespect. And again, I'm not rushing to Konami's side to be like, oh, they're this great company. Nah, fuck that. I bash them, and that's fine. They're a friggin' multi-million-dollar company. They can certainly take the hit. It just, like, bothers me like when they get free stuff and they like get all these things from the major corporation and they're just like, hey, F you regardless. Just like, I wonder why you're not getting any more free stuff. I don't know, it's just weird. I know at the end of the day it's like to promote their things and get product reviews and all that, to make and hype interest and all that jazz. It's just, I don't know, it feels like Konami's making an effort to interact with the community, and the community is basically giving them the middle finger. I don't know, but that's just me anyway. Yeah, just want to give 2 cents on that, why I remembered. Plus, another detail we have to consider is the state of the economy. This isn't going to get political, so don't worry about that. I'm just saying that things are getting more expensive recently, and some people got to focus on like things like their rent and food and all of that other more important stuff. So, the pieces of cardboard that they play for fun, they aren't really a high priority, unfortunately. I mean, so that means they gotta focus more on like Edo Pro and stuff like that, so they can still get their Yu-Gi-Oh fix without needing to buy the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. Cause hopefully we will get it out of this soon. I mean, there's always the state of like ebbs and flows. Sometimes it's bad, sometimes it's good. But yeah, I mean, it's a fact of the matter we have to consider. People aren't buying the product because maybe they don't have the money for the product. That's always a fact to consider. Yeah. Why would they keep producing a product that isn't making as much money? I mean, as you can see behind Gary, the toys and stuff are still doing pretty dang well, but that's their toys. I like that little card there, the little one looks like it's from the anime. That's a nice shot too. And all those manga volumes there. I mean, even the card game itself, it's weird. It's a double-edged sword because the product seems to be also be doing better than ever before, but it's also dying a slow death at the same time. It's weird. At the end of the day, I would say this much, like, is Yu-Gi-Oh! Dying? Yeah, but we're all dying. Maybe that's like a sort of middle ground sort of approach, but I will also say this much. If you're a Yu-Gi-Oh! Content creator and you keep talking about how Yu-Gi-Oh! Is dying, maybe Yu-Gi-Oh! Isn't dying. Perhaps your channel is. I guess I don't have much else to say besides that, just... I guess it's probably just because it's the whole new rage. I don't know. But hopefully this great age comes to an end. It's gotta come to it soon. But anyway, great video from Gary with a nice discussion piece. That's lots to put it out, and, well, lots of interesting points he's brought up. I mean, Some of it I feel is a little overblown because YouTubers need those views, and the best way to get views, clickbait. Yu-Gi-Oh is dying, but not really. I don't know, maybe it's just me because I just see the influx of that, but I guess I'm just really tired by this topic because it's so pessimistic. Yu-Gi-Oh is dying, or maybe you are as a creator, but that's just me. Anyway, great job, Gary. Thanks for the little discussion video, and I hope this was interesting from your point of view as well. But anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see all of you next time. Later.